Hello guys, welcome back to Knitting Catalog. I'm happy to see you here today. And I'm having a picture in my front in which is baby jumpsuit. So I'm going to illustrate how to knit a baby jumpsuit in this video. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And if you are just coming by my channel for the first time, I welcome you. Please do me well and subscribe as well. So right now, let's go ahead to today's business. So the diagram here is showing the right and the left side of the baby jumpsuit. So I have 190 rows as the total row of this baby jumpsuit, and I'm going to do it in three pieces. That is the left side, the right side, and the back side of it. So here is the breakdown of the rows I'm going to knit. Here is the rib. I'm going to do the leg part of it first. Then I go on to the body and the shaping of the neck. So before I do my bind off. So let's go back to the down. I'm going to knit in rib here. After casting knot 17 by 17 and rib tighty row, then I will fold it. Then I'm going to continue knitting by introducing one needle. This is what I do here. Introducing one needle, like increase one needle at the both leg side, at the both side, and knit 10 rows. Then I'm going to do it 3 times. This is it 3 times. After making it 30 row, and the needle will now go down to 20 needle. Then I'm going to continue knitting till we get to 60 rows, and this is it, 60 rows. So the needle will now end up in 20 by 20 needle. Then right here, I'm going to go ahead and knit straight. I'm going to go ahead and knit straight up 100 rows without doing anything. That is, I mean, without increasing or decreasing. Then when I get to, that is the whole rows I've knitted will be 160. This 100 to this will be here. I'm going to shape off, reduce my needle, cast off some parts, and shape for my neck. Here I did not need partial knitting because it's just one single piece that I'm having on my knitting machine. Then I'm going to use, sorry about this. So I'm going to use 30 rows and do away with 18 rows. Then I will have 22 rows left. So I'm going to repeat this to the right side. Then after I finish the right side or the left side, I'm going to do a buttonhole band, and the buttonhole band is going to take like 24 rows, then in which the 24 rows I'm going to fold it in, and that's where we'll have our button band. And this place that bulge out have to be create the space at the back, in which I will explain that later. Then here is the sleeve side of it. So I'm going to face the side, here I did not have shaping of armhole. I decided to do it that way. So I'm going to have, I'm going to fit on 30 by 30 needle and knit 40 rows straight before I will now start to decrease with 2 needles and knit 10 row 3 times. Then it will end up in 24 by 24 needle, in which I'm going to do my 30 row rib here. So that's it about the front side of the baby jumpsuit. So let me go to the back side of it. The back side of it is so simple. Yes, it's so simple. Just the way I explained the leg side of it, the 70 by 70 needle, increasing one needle by the side and knit 3 and do it 3 times. Then we have 30 row. Then knit up the 30 row to make 60 rows. So I'm going to do this leg separate here. That's one thing that is unique about the back. I'm going to do it separately. Then fix it back to the machine. Then make sure I leave 6 needle at the center. This one is going to be empty needle at the center. This empty needle at the center is going to give a space for where our buttonhole band is, like to create that space for the buttonhole where the band is going to sit on. So this is this place. So everything here is going to now be 46 by 46 needles. Then I'm going to take it up straight. That is, now we are now looking at the neck area and the body area, making 130 row. So I will just knit up without not shaping anything, straight to up to make 130 row. Then I will bind off. So let's go on into the practical right now. So guys, according to my diagram, I'm at this rib side. I've already knit rib now 30 rows in tension 8, and I've already folded it. Then I'm going to go ahead by increasing my needle at both sides, one needle at both sides, and knit 10 row. That is, I will do that 3 times to get to 30 row. So I'm going to, the design I want to use is like bringing another color into the rib side and the band side, the bottom band side of the knitting. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce my second color to the main body of the sweater. So I've just increased, you can see, increase one needle at both sides. I'm not doing full fashion increase in this knitting. So I'm going to, like, this is tension 8 and I have it in the row counter is on 000, so that can use it to like count. So I've just increased. Let me just put little weight on. I don't too much like weight on my job because at times it stretches out of the measurements you have in mind. So I'm just going to put this little one on it and go ahead and knit 10 row. That's 10. Then I've increased another needle by the side. So then the third one, then my needle ends in 20 by 20 needle. So this is it, the last 10 of the increase rows. So this is 30 row of the increase row. So now I'm going to knit straight up to another 30 rows straight up, making 60. So this is 60 rows, guys. You can see what we have. So right now the next stage is to go straight to 100 rows. So I'm going straight to 100 rows without not doing anything. So I think I have to mark where this gets to at the both side, so that when I want to fix my button bound, I will know where I will pick from. So I'm going to mark it right now. So you mark it with your yarn and see, so that I will know where I'm going to pick my bottom band from. So that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and knit my 100 rows. So my row counter is going to show 160. Immediately you get to 160, I know that I've knitted my 100 rows complete, and I'm going to go ahead in neck shaping. So guys, this is 160 row. So you remember we start from here that we mark, then straight to 100, that make it from the rib side to here as 160. So I'm going to cast off 12 needle right now. So I'm having round neck on this diagram, so I'm going to do away with 12 needle, like cast them off my machine. So just like this, 12. So we are the neck shaping area. So please don't mind my tape. My machine tape is so bad, but I assure you, I'm going to let you know that we have 12, what number we're supposed to have. So that's it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, is that no more than? Yes, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've done more than what I'm supposed to do. So I'm going to go back and lose it. So we are now having, this is 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's complete. 12 needle is off of the work. So right now I just cast off 12 needle. Then I'm going to do like decrease and knit 10 rows. Just we at here, I cast off here 12 needle, then I'm going 12 needles, then I'm going to be decreasing and be knitting 10. I'm going to decrease 2 and knit 10, then another 2 and knit 10, then another 2 and knit 10, in which is going to give me 30 rows. So I'm just going to pick it up and transfer it to the next needle, the two of them, and knit 10 rows. So the second time, then the third time. So this is the neck shaping that I have with 30 row. So I'm going to drop this and cast off. So tension 10, release more yarn, then knit 2 rows and cast off. So I'm going to do exactly this to the left side right now. Just when I get to the neck shaping, I will let you know. This is the left side. I want to shape the neck right now. So as is the left side, you know, the right side, that time we use this place to like cast off 12 needle and do our shaping, but this time around is going to be at this side right now. So, and I'm at 158. It's supposed to be 160 rows, but I'm going to stop at 158 and move down to this left, that is 159, and do my cast off. So I'm going to release my yarn a little bit so that the manipulation of casting off here will be very easy with my cast off tools. So I'm going to go 59, then cast off 12 by this side, 12 needle by this side of the right side. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I didn't want to recount like other side. So that's 12. So I'm going to move the 60 rows now. Yes, and start to decrease. You can see. So the first one, we did it here, and that is the right side. Then the left side is at this side. So I'm going to be decreasing 2 needle each and knit 10 row. And knit 10 row. So 10 row right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So another decrease, because I'm going to do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the last one, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I'm going to do 2 rows in tension 10 to cast off. So, I've released my yarn so that it will be easier for me to cast off. That's it. So I'm going to do the casting off right now. So guys, I've already fixed the baby jumpsuit leg at the back side of it. I told you that the leg is going to be in separate. Then at the center, this is the 6 for the extra needle for the band that we have in the front. So I just leave 3 needle before fixing at the right side. Then I'll leave 3 needle at the left side too before fixing. So I really make a mistake in which I want to correct in front of everybody. This supposed to be, I said 6. So 6 plus 20 supposed to be like 43, not 43, not 46. So let me just do that. And I'm sorry for the earlier information that I gave, that is going to be 46 instead of 43. So it's 43 right now. I've already do that. Then the way I'm going to bring my 6 needle back to work, I'm going to show you right now. So I'm going to loose off this out of my work. Yes, this helped me to refix my work back to the machine, to know where I'm going to like fix back. So I'm going to straighten this so that I'll sure that they are all complete in there. So this empty 6 needle, I'm going to like leave 1 needle and push this out, then leave another one and push this out, then the last one. So I'm going to knit 1 row, and after the 1 row, then I'm going to bring back the 3 needle to work. So this is where we are. So I'm going to knit 130 rows, then I bind off. That's the back of the baby jumpsuit. So right now I'm going to knit, and it's in tension 8. Don't forget, I'm using tension 8 throughout so that it will be simple for everybody to understand. And I'm doing it in like plain knitting, stockinette stitch knitting. So you can decide to add pattern to your own. You can decide to make another different size of your own. So I'm going to knit 1 row right now, and I've set my row counter so you can see. So I'm going to grab the weight the claw weight and add it on it, or if you have a pieces of comb weight, you can still add it on it, because that one is going to like drag it down too much. So let me just use this. That's it. So it's just like you are casting on this place. So I'm going to push it back and continue knitting. That's how I simply introduce my needle. There's different method of doing that, but this is what I feel that is so simple to me. So I'm going to continue knitting till when I get to 130 rows. Then so you remember that we do mark at the both side of the front side of this baby jumpsuit, the leg part of it. But here I don't need to, because this is going to demarcate where I'm going to join my, where I'm going to sew through. So I don't need to like attach anything here to know where my 60 row of the leg part gets to. So let me just continue knitting. So guys, I'm into the buttonhole band right now, where we mark in the front side. So I'm using the right side to put my buttonholes. So I'm going to loose off this one. So I fix that place that I mark at the leg side to the where I start shaping of the neck, the cast off area of the neck. This is it. So I fix on 28 by 28 needle. So I'm going to work with C tension 8, and I'm going to work with 24 rows according to my diagram here. So 24 rows is what I'm going to do. That is 12 in the front and 12 at the back side of it when I'm folding it. So I'm going to use this color right now. I told you that's my own design. I just felt like using. So I'm going to use it to knit 6 rows right now, then create the hole. So back to tension 8, then 6 rows of this. Two, 6. So I'm just going to like gap my needle. I felt that it's not really okay, then go to like, I'm leaving 15 needle at the back, at the center. 15, then 1 2 3, 15. So that's it. So I'm going to like remove this stitch and put it on the nearby needle to create a hole on it. So this place that is very small, that I have about 3 needle, I'm going to still have bound here at the next side. So I'm going to use that to gap this area to go up a little. So that's why I leave just 3 needle here. So you can do it the way you just want. So I'm going to push the needle back to work and knit 6 rows. So as I push it back to work, this next row I want to knit, I'm going to change it to tension 10, so that the hole that is going to create is going to be like a little bit stretchy, have rooms inside for me to like be able to go in and go out of the buttons I want to attach. So I'm going to use tension 10 for this first row. Then I go back to tension 8 and knit the remaining 5 rows. So that's it. That's the whole. So I'm going to like double it, knit the same thing that I just knitted. So 6 rows now. The same place I create my hole. So I'm going to go there and do same on the same needle. That's it. Then bring them back to work. Change my tension to 10 and knit one row first. Then change it back to tension 8 and knit 5 row. So that's it. So I'm going to fold it. I'm going to fold it and cast off. So just make sure you go to the edge side of it. That's it. And hang it like you just gap it so that it will be easier for you, so that it won't bend somehow. So that's it. Just picking it up. Not too much, so that your carriage can just pass over it. Don't just pick too much of this edge of your sweater, so that it will be easy for you to knit and pass over it. So I'm going to do same, but not creating hole to the next side of the sweater. This is the right side of the front side, so I'm going to do the same as where the button is going to be attached to. So this is most important place that you need to like create a hole and for the button, but the other side is just to knit same needle, same rows, 24, just straight, and fold it and fix it the way we just did. That's all. So I'm going to knit 2 rows right now in loose tension, and make sure my yarn is so free to pass. So to tension 10. I'm doing this so that the cast off will be so easy. So hard. That's it. Then the last one. So I'm going to like so that's it, so that I can have, you can see the way the stitches are so big. So I'm going to cut off and cast off, like bind off. I'm sorry for using the two at the same time. So guys, you can see the two band being fixed already. You can see it. So this is the area we introduce 6 needles, the down part of it. You can see the leg. So here that we introduce 6 needles is going to sit on this place. You can see it. You can see that it's going to sit here. 2 of them is going to overlap, and the sewing is going to sit here where we have 6. Just want to show you that so that you can see how we create that 6 needle and the usefulness of the 6 needles. So right now I'm going to go back to the upper part of it to mark where I'm going to have my neck being fixed on the back side of it. So I'm looking for my chalk. Okay, here is it. So what I need to do to get where I'm going to fix at the back side is to like measure up my shoulder, my front shoulder, just like this, straight, don't too stretch. So if you are stretching the front, stretch the back side also, so that they can be equal. So this is it. So I'm going to mark like here with my chalk. Then I'm going to use here this piece also to mark the other side of it, just like this. Place them together, open up the two bodies, the two shoulder body, and like mark where you are going to have your needle fix. So that's it. So this is where I'm going to have my neck band go across the front side. So I'm going to fold it into two. That is the back side, and mark the center part of it. So here is going to be on center zero. You can see. So I'm just going to like grab my needle, my cast up, my sorry, grab my transfer tools and go ahead. Then this is my center zero here. So zero is at the center. Then I'm going to stretch through a little bit, then come to where I felt that is okay. Yes, 18 needle, that is go across 18 needles by 18 needles. So this is it. You can see how we get that. So the front side, you can see you are going to place it to know, so that you won't make mistake. This is for this, so not like this. You have to go like this, and I'm going to turn it this way and make sure the first stitch, the first needle overlap with this one. Then you can see we have it this way. Then stretch it over to 50. You can see over to 50, or let me just leave it at 52, because I don't want it to be like over wide. So I'm going to pinch here. So it's going to be, sorry, it's going to be at the 48. So I'm going to pinch here and put it at 48 needle. So we are starting from like the back one. I fix the back one from center zero to 18 by 18 needle. Then the front side is from that 18 needle down to 48. You can see. So I'm going to pick up this on back on needle, on machine needles, to knit the neck band. So here is this to fix this. So it's going to overlap, then go across to just here. I'm going to pinch to 48. Then I'm going to face round. So I'm going to face round all this. Don't pick much. So you are going to like gap it. Make sure you cover, or it's not like more on one side than another. Just use your eye to gauge it, or you fold it into two before and divide it to know where it's going to enter. So like this. That's it. So I'm having the neckband fixing on 48 by 48 needle. See tension 8, see 24 rows of my knitting. So here, you know that is like into two, so you pick it gently, um not too much. So that's it. So this is where I have the buttons O. So I'm going to create another O on top of this neckband, so that it can like make the upper part of the neck hold a little bit. So still using this color as my design. Then tension 8, knit 3 rows, knit 6 rows I mean. So and see, it's very hard. So 6 rows right now. Four, 5, 6. So I'm going to create a buttonhole at number 4 needle, then push it back and knit 6 rows. So another 6 rows again. Chain to tension 10. So that's it. So I'm going to fold this up. Then we have fold it and cast off. Then we have our neckband on. So the next one is to fix the. So guys, I'm done with the neck side of it. You can see it. So right now I'm going to go ahead and fix the hand, the long sleeve. So this is the shoulder region. I'm going to fix from center 0. So I'm going to cross ahead to 1, just like this, to 30. So I'm going to make sure that my work is a little bit dropped. The side seam of the back side is a little bit dropped. Then I'm going to pick this side back to 30 needle. Yes. Then I'm going to do the same here. Make sure my needle overlap each other. Across to this other side of the 30, across one needle. Then make sure it's a little bit drop down. At times you may count the rows, like marking maybe like 50 rows. It's going to be like 50 or 56 rows. You can just, as well as you are knitting, mark that area. But this time around I did not do that, so I'm just going to use my eye or my experience to gauge this, and I'm telling you it's going to fit perfectly okay. So I'm going to fix this side. to 30 as well. So then fix round, fix to all the needle. So to this side and fix. Then so I have 30 by 30 needle fixed for my sleeve. So in my diagram here, that's it, 30 by 30. Then I'm going to knit 40 rows right now, just straight, without taking any action, decreasing or increasing. So I'm going to knit 40 rows with tension 8. So here is it. I've already knit 40 rows completed. So I'm going to go and decrease at both sides of the sleeve. I will decrease 2 needle at both sides and knit 10 rows, in which I'm going to do this 3 times, and it will end me into 24 by 24 needles for my rib. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. That's not full fashion decrease. So I've already decreased 2 by 2 needles at both sides, then knit 10 rows. 10. So I'm going to do that again. Then 10 rows. 5, 6. So the last one, I knit 10 rows. So I'm going to select my needle to do rib 1 by 1 and knit 30 rows of the rib. Then I'm going to change the color of my yarn to the lighter pink, in which I said it will be my kind of design. So I'm going to shift this to here, then do away with this yarn, then go for this, still with the tension 8, knit 30 rows. So okay, so I'm going to fold it back and cast off. Then just what I did here, I'm going to repeat it at the other side of the sweater to have the second hand on. Then the next, after doing that, the next thing is to sew my baby. So I'm just trying to make little design of embroidery on the baby jumpsuits. As you can see, I'm just trying to make a small embroidery, machine embroidery on the baby jumpsuits. So I'm just writing baby on it with little flowers on it. The color is baby pink and lemon, just to add little beauty to it. So that's it. Then after now, I'm going to sew and show you how the outcome is. So guys, this is the end of the baby jumpsuit. After sewing it, cutting off the dirty, the sewing thread and everything, I decided to wear it to a doll for you to see how adorable the baby jumpsuit is. So the same measurements we knitted together, that's what we have. I just knit a cap and a shoe to match for this, you know, just to like make it a set. So I hope you enjoy it and you will find a time to like knit your own. And I believe that this information is very useful to you. So guys, please share this to your friends that they should just subscribe to my channel. If you have not subscribed as well, please subscribe to my channel and let's enjoy knitting together. Happy knitting. Bye.